Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa Ryan. Today I'm going to be taking on the 10,000 subscriber Discord challenge. If you didn't know, the Ursa Ryan Discord, a wonderful place full of save files, mod lists and other people who like Civ, recently went over 10,000 members, which is mind-boggling, and to celebrate that we had a bit of a challenge. I challenged everybody watching to have a go at a game on a true Earth map, where everybody has accurate starting locations, we were online speed, we had 100 turns, and the objective was to get as much score as possible. Now I'll take you through my little setup in a second, but this is my attempt. Yes, that's right, home field advantage strikes. I am doing my attempt after the deadline submission, so I get to see what everybody else did. It was rigged, everybody. From the start, well not exactly, because I'm going to level the playing field slightly. We've had a whole load of people submit to this challenge, and I can see a lot of the results and a lot of the techniques that people have used, so inherently, I have a bit of an advantage. However, I'm doing this typical Ursa style. I am flashing this game. Now, that doesn't mean I'm being saucy. No. It means we're having a one attempt. I'm looking at the game. I'm not going to be reloading it. I'm not going to be save scumming. I'm not going to be redoing things. One attempt. No practice. That's it. Let me tell you now, some of the channel supporters have huge scores, and the Sugubas, oh my lord, if I can get anywhere close to their score, I'm going to be rather impressed with myself. You may also notice, Ursa, what's with that delightful voice I hear? Well, yes, that's right, I've been ill. I've been quite ill, and my voice went for about 3 days. It's back, but it's about 3 times as sexy. So I apologize if I sound a little bit different in this series, but you'll just have to bear with me. It's been 3 days. I haven't been able to record any Civ 6. I'm going a little bit mad. Let's just get started. But before we get started today, a quick update on something concerning. Here is Ursa Bear. Ursa Bear was unfairly expelled from Oxford University's Civ 6 program. Ursa Bear now has 30,000 signatures, and with that, magical powers were bestowed upon him to see the invisible. And Ursa Bear noticed something. An invisible, kind, helpful man. A man called Paul. Don't let Ursa Bear be distracted by the terrible spy Paul. Help Ursa Bear focus on Sankor. Will you subscribe today? Thank you, and back to the video. First of all, just showing everybody, no gameplay changing mods. I do have a lot of mods on. I know, a lot of user face mods. If you want to see this list, come to Discord. Aha, yes, Discord, the whole reason we're here. Now, if you want to see a full list of all the rules and instructions for this challenge, Discord is the place to come because they're all listed there, but let me just take you through my setup. As mentioned before, we have 100 turns with only score victory listed on online speed on a true start location map to get the highest score possible. Now, this is the Firaxis game installed true start location Earth map, not any modded one. This is the original game one. Is it a good map? Not necessarily. Does it look like the Earth? Ish. Does everyone have it? Yes they do. Now I've chosen to go on settler difficulty because it gives me a slight combat advantage and it makes the AI really easy to kill. City-states in particular. Speaking of, we have selected 10 city-states that I'd like to spawn onto the map. Most importantly, Kamasi. That's the main one. I decided to play Mali. We needed to play a civilization that had a unique district because the way that score works in the game is that you use multiple things that can give you score. Great people, wonders, religion, but districts and empire score is another one. You get a higher score from building a unique district than you do a regular one. So something like the Sugubas, which is very cheap to build and also gives me a discount on faith and gold purchases in the city, that's a really good thing. Other choices could have been Royal Naval Dockyard for England, maybe even Germany's Hansa or the Oppidum from Gaul. But the thing I like about the Mali start is not just the gold purchase discount, which is pretty cool. It was the fact that you can start with 2 Malis. There's my version of Mali, which gives a little bit more gold right from the beginning from all of my trade routes, as long as I've got desert in the cities, which, hint, I will do. And there's the new version of Mali. Again, pretty useful. You could use gold to get great people. You want to be receiving pretty much every great person in the game, but I'm going to go original Mali. I just think that's where the logic is pushing me. It means we're going to start on top of each other though. Haha. And I'm going to go and steal his settler immediately, starting with 2 settlers, which is very tasty. I'm also going to start on the map with Tokugawa's Japan and with Indonesia. Now I said in the rules that there needed to be 4 people on the map, 3 AIs and yourself. If I put someone like America or Brazil or Australia or China into the game, they'd be able to expand all over the place. Japan and Indonesia can't get off their own islands. Very, very contained, very easy to take over later. Whether or not that's the correct idea or not, I'm not sure, but we'll figure that out later. For game modes, I chose barbarian clans because I like the interaction with barbarians. I might need to levy troops, I might need to bribe them to tell them to go away. They can't make city-states. TSL maps often don't allow that, but the extra maneuverability with my diplomacy over the barbarians, now that is a spicy little addition indeed. Heroes and legends, I always need a hero, and there's a lot of era score with the purchase and then inevitable death of your heroes, so that's quite good. Monopolies and corporations, I always like this mode, especially when culture victory's turned off. Will massively boost how much gold and faith we can produce. And secret societies? Well, I want to go Void Singers. Void Singers is very, very good for Mali, as is Owls, but I plan on killing all the city-states, so Void Singers it is. As mentioned before, online, Ancient Era start, Barbs and tribal villages left on as normal. This is it. I think we should just get started. We've got 100 turns. Let's see what we can do. Ah, yes, here we go. What a wonderful Mali start. Kamasi, directly to the south of me. I think, no, I haven't met them first. Other Mali did. They are a little bit closer, admittedly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this save file in Discord, so if you want to play along with me, you're very welcome to. The challenge itself is closed, but can you beat me on this particular setup? Well, I mean, the Extraorder Bears, of course you can, but can everyone else? Ooh. I only have 100 turns to play this through. We've got to move quick, and the first thing I want to do is make sure that this extra settler start pays off. If I declare war on Mali and then settle my city, then I'll end up pushing them away, which is not what I want to do. I want to take the settler before I put my city down. So we'll go over. It's an honor to meet you. Hello there. Surprise war. I apologize. There can only be one Mali. As long as I breathe, Mali will never be your thrall. Well, your breathing is, it's not a right, it's a gift. And now you are dead. Apologies. Anyway, we get a nice little extra settler there. Beautiful stuff. Now I get food and faith for settling next to desert, which is a fun thing. And there's certainly a lot of desert to my north. Got a good river system, got a good piece of desert. I quite like to get my Pantheon up and running quite quickly so that I can unlock the holy sites. I need to go astrology first, but nice little setup with my holy sites and my Sugubas, my replacement specialty commercial hub. Should be able to get a huge amount of faith and gold very quickly in order to spiral ahead into amazing monumentality, classical golden age. That's the aim. I could settle in the middle of the desert and get a huge bonus, but I'm going to stick to this river because there are some decent tiles to work. For now anyway, that works nicely for me. I'm happy with that. We've got a nice 2-2 tile there. I think settling where I am, there's no real better settlement. I could go on the coast, I guess. That would let me throw boats out really quickly. It would take my housing away though. Could move over to the oasis. Again, very terrible tiles to work though. No, I think I'll settle here. It feels like a sort of good compromise between a little bit of extra food and faith and a decent tile to work. Do I go for a scout? Do I go for a monument? Kind of tempted to go for a bit of a monument, but building units and buildings, I mean, I get 30% less production. Mali's terrible at that. All we want to do is be buying everything, so let's go for a scout first. Do a little bit of exploring if we can. There's Kamasi, by the way. Now, one other little fun tip I did pick up is that Kilimanjaro is a really, really good place to go and settle. So that's where I'm going to go and take this bonus settler, give me a good chunk of era score, and a high production city that I can use very quickly. There's the first source of barbarians, by the way. Always keep an eye out for these. Oh, that is a unique Cree scout. That is actually really handy. I might take one of those. I mean, I don't get an era score for it, but that will help me explore the map very well indeed. 2 pop immediately. It's quite exciting. Do I go for a settler? A monument? Difficult to know really what's the best thing. I mean, I'm tempted to go straight for a settler and just, spread out as quick as I can. Buying a monument's cheaper. And if I can go Void Singers quickly, that's absolutely what I'm going to be doing. And if I'm halfway through building a monument and I can go Void Singers, I feel like I'm going to regret that pretty quick. Oh, if only I could remember exactly where Kilimanjaro was on this map. I think it's down this river, but I'm going to cross it. I think that's the way to go, but I mean, I haven't played on this exact map in some time, I'll be honest. Early Pantheon. For me, I could go for a 3 settler, which is cool, but I think I'm going to get longest term ability and yields and faith and production and all this sort of good thing from Desert Folklore. I'm playing Mali. You've got to go Desert Folklore, haven't you? It's kind of just the unspoken rule, really. Changing off astrology, we're of course going for Kilimanjaro. Instead I'm going to go pottery, see if we can get to currency as soon as we can for my Sugubas. We've met Anansi in the sea. Anansi. It works. Okay, I'm guessing Kilimanjaro is further south from where we are at the moment. Code of laws. Let's go for, we don't need God King because, you know, we've got our pantheon already. Let's go urban planning and discipline. And to take down the barbarians as soon as we can, really. Look, there's the yields. Those are the promised yields of Kilimanjaro. Hello, 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 hello. Zanzibar is there as well. There's Owls of Minerva. I kind of want Void Singers though. That's the main thing. Oh, a recon unit. A 3 recon unit is always fun. Where should I go? I think this tile over there. I want to settle close enough to Kilimanjaro to get the bonus, the era score from it, and to work the tiles immediately. So I think, yes, we are going to settle on this tile there. Plains Hill, next to some really, really good tiles. Oh, pretty nice. And we've met a city-state, or we've actually met 2 city-states. I'm going to go first into Omani. I know going Void Singers is probably the sensible play here, but I like the era score. I like the map reveal. It's a good double up. How absolutely cursed would this run be if I went Hermetic Order? I cannot tell you how high that is. It's a very, very tempting thing. I really, really would love to. Maybe another time. Maybe another time. Don't listen to the inner voices, us. Do the sensible stuff. You know what? I think I will hire the unique Cree Scout. 20 combat strength. It's like a very fast warrior, and I could actually use that to attack and kill a city-state. Wouldn't be a bad move at all. This is the good thing about being on Settler. City-states have no walls. We get 3 extra combat strength against everyone. Quite good. Mount Kilimanjaro, 10-11. It was quite the walk. We get some era score. We get a very, very good city pretty much immediately, which is lovely. We start to put down holy sites almost immediately. However, I have no gold at the moment. Do I want to replace one of these tiles? I think I do. I'm going to pop this one down. Feels like a bit of a waste of a Kilimanjaro tile, I know. However, it's next to a river, which means that later I can get some good Sugubas adjacency. Now, as mentioned before, so unfortunately no more city-states are going to appear on the map. Barb clans will not create them, but there are this nice little find, as a little occasion where we can start to surround the Barb clan quite quickly with my powerful units and get some good kills there. Oh, Hercules. Oh, he was actually my pick for maybe first hero choice because I could use him to rush a bunch of holy sites, so that's not a bad idea actually. Monument in 5 turns, get the holy site. I mean, I might just build the holy site out, to be fair. Buy the monument in, work it out in a bit. Oh, that spearman just decided to attack my scout, did it? Interesting. Zanzibar is now mine. Mulan, looking lovely. Do I move on to Kamasi? Is it worth it? Construct a holy site. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Right, Omani, over to Kamasi. Oh, no, I haven't met where Kamasi is yet. That's ridiculous. Right, killing the Barb clan is the most important thing. I'm going to actually take a loss on that scout, but it's okay. We'll get the era score. Actually, we've already got Golden Age. What am I even worried about? You know what? There's no point holding on to era score in this game. We're going absolutely nuts. Yeah, I lost the scout. That's fine. It was a free scout anyway. We'll pillage, get the experience, unlock Sanguine Pack, which means I've unlocked all 3 apart from Void Singers, which is a little bit annoying. Beowulf, Void Singer. Okay, we've unlocked Void Singers. Hee. That's good. That makes me feel a lot better. With Hercules, I can get some good holy sites in. So I'm actually going to put a few cities, I think, around the capital. If I were to settle there, if I were to settle there, it would make a good start, wouldn't it? It's not on fresh water, but I could settle there as well. Don't worry about the specifics too much. Or do I really want to be focusing on this area, the Nile? This could be the area to get an amazing Sugubas holy site complex going. Either way, I think I'm going to go for the 6 food, 6 faith. That is quite nice. Plus there's some ivory there, which I think I'd quite like in my empire as well. Do I want to go for outright faith, or do I want to work on the Sugubas adjacency? Sugubas will get a good bonus if they get a lot of holy sites around them, right? If I just go 1, 2, 3, then I can go for lots of fun. I can miss out. Let's go for this tile. There's a lot of +6s around here, but we'll just have to live with this one, I think. I keep meaning to save my gold up. It's not working at the moment. I'm just building holy sites, but never mind. Oh, no. Oh, I lost my unique scout. Oh, what a waste of money. What an absolute waste of money. Never mind. Start to do a bit of work on currency, but I need the trade route. I don't want to have to research this all from scratch. It seems like a bit of a waste. City number 3. Yay! 1016 in 3 cities. That doesn't feel too bad, to be honest. First holy site is up and running. I really, really want Hercules up. Do I go for a monument, or do I go for a trader to get the route to Kamasi? I mean, both of these are good options. Let's get the monument going first, I think. This is a pretty decent city. I don't mind getting Hercules from there. And we really need tribal villages. Some era score from a holy site, but I need void singers. I need it quick. As for twins. But are we already unlocked void singers? What am I talking about? What am I talking about? We've already got void singers. Oh dear. It's very annoying to have to do this, but I'm just going to have to do 2 turns of scout in order to go and actually meet Kamasi. I thought we'd already met them, seeing as we could see them in my inventory, but we, of course, have not. Never mind. Oh, there's a lot of fires spreading around this rainforest. It's going to be some really good yields for me later on. But until that point, it's very dangerous to walk around that. Ancient Era ends in 10 turns. Pretty soon. Pretty soon. There's Kamasi. Okay, now we'll get the trade route to them. Now I'll move Amani through in order to make sure that we can get this. Zanzibar is giving us a lot of happiness right now. But I like the extra culture and gold from the trade routes. It's not a bad little shout, that. So we'll head in that direction. Oh, it's a big fire. That's a big fire. This is going to be a really good city eventually, but I think everyone's going to die first. Oh no. Early Empire gives me access to a governor. Just finished my monument, which means I can now go Void Singers, get myself a little bit of extra faith per turn, which is lovely, and a 1-turn Hercules. Well, I don't mind if I do. Oh, why am I working currency? That's a couple of turns of wasted science spare. What am I doing? Never mind. Right, animal husbandry, mining. Let's get those two. This is the sort of reckless abandon that causes me to question whether or not I'll get anywhere near the Extraorder Bears this run. But I'm hoping we can get some decent score. I think we've got a good chance here. A hero walks among us. It is Hercules. Yes, Kamasi, a nice 6 gold trade route. Actually, yep, I'm going to do this from my capital. This city to my north will give me more gold from my trade routes because it's got more flatland desert in it eventually. I'm not worried about that at the moment. Do I do a quick Holy Site Prayers project? Or do I get the Sugubas? Holy Site Prayers and then Sugubas. I'll do one and then the other. Perfect. Sugubas get built so quickly, by the way. I'm not going to be rushing them. That's not my priority here. Hercules, though, is going to make their way over to this direction. And I could be getting an old god obelisk now, but I think I'm going to save up for my settler. 20% discount, don't forget, once the Sugubas is built. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do the Holy Site Prayers over here, which means I can get the district done in my capital. Kamasi, by the way, is going to be essential to my plans. The extra gold and culture for all of my trade routes with city-states is going to be huge. It's going to be absolutely huge, so I want to keep hold of that. There's Zanzibar back, by the way, which means I've got another 2 amenities in all of my cities. And let's get another Holy Site done. Yep. Well, hey. In fact, as fun as that builder will be, I think a Sugubas sounds nicer, don't you? And ta-da! The Sugubas was no accident, but a deliberate choice by Ursa when he selected a button and put it on a particular tile. It doesn't sound as fun when you put it like that, does it? Okay, now remember, buildings and units, I build very, very slowly, but things like projects, like a commercial hub project, that would give me another trade route, or it would give me a capacity anyway. So that would be something that I could do to get a large amount of gold. I'm going to start doing these sort of projects. This is what I want my cities to be doing. My aim in this is to get as many of the classical era great people as I can. I don't want to miss out on any of them, if I can help it anyway. Also just saving up my gold for a settler. We'll pick it up and then immediately plop down with Hercules to make sure that we can get ourselves a delicious other holy site. But yeah, I think we've got a good combo here. Here is my religion. All of my holy sites are finished, which means that as soon as I pop the religion down, everyone will follow it. If I'm going for such crazy holy sites with my pantheon, it's got to be work ethic. I am very tempted to go religious community for a bunch of extra gold. Gold is quite useful, but I think the production will give me a really, really good industrial base to get all the great people. It's the projects. It's the projects, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm really after. And I'm going to go for a quality of life thing, I think, first. Religious colonization. It means from this point, I'll never need to spread my religion again because my cities will automatically have it whenever I found a city. That I very much like the sound of. Holy Site Prayers? No, I do not believe that is a good thing. I really want to put Sugubas down on this tile because I believe that would be a nice +4. Yes, it certainly would. And another settler. Bam. I probably couldn't have done, I shouldn't have done that in my capital, but never mind. We'll just leave that for now. Yeah, this holy site will be a really nice addition to my empire. You know, I could use a relic. Do you want to give me a relic? Hippolyta. Oh, a new pop. Okay, it's in the wrong city, but at least it's a new... I'll always take a new pop. Doesn't matter if it's in the wrong place or not. I've got Amani. I've got Void Singers. Where do I go from there? I could go Magnus and start printing settlers. That's not a bad idea, actually. Population I can pick up pretty quickly, though. I don't know if that's the right thing. Do I go Pingala and just focus on culture? It's probably not a bad idea. think I'm going to need Magnus for some point for the chops, right? In order to get more heroes. So let's start with Magnus. Yes. I mean, Magnus is fun. We like Magnus. Bronze working. Means we can get the Sugubas down on this town. No, we can't yet. Nope, because I haven't got irrigation. The bananas. Got to take the bananas down. Here we go. 2 great people, a prophet and a merchant, both in the ancient era. That's pretty good, isn't it? Another trade route. Yes, excellent. And pick up some ivory next turn. I'm going to switch this city to commercial hub investment. One thing I do want is every single wonder in the game. I want them all. Every wonder. In order to do that, there's a couple I need to remember. I'm just going to pop them down here so I don't forget. We need Casa, which has to be next to a government plaza. And we need the Apadana, which has to be next to my capital. So because of that, I need to just make sure we don't forget anything. But my capital's Apadana, well, that's not too bad. Pop that on a desert tile for now, seeing as there's nothing else we'll be able to do on that. We can do Oracle, we can do Hanging Gardens isn't bad actually. Just gonna stop that investment and put a few turns of Hanging Gardens in. I don't want to finish it until I have Apadana because I want to maximize as many envoys as I can. I don't think envoys are really that important, to be brutally honest with you, but it's a habit, it dies hard. World enters the classical era, and I think we're going to, boost through political philosophy a little quicker than maybe I wanted to, because I'm still looking for that other city-state. We're not going to find it this turn. Okay, well, as we mentioned before, monumentality. Free inquiry would be really good for silence on my Sugubas, but monumentality means that I've got my 31 faith per turn, and we can start printing cities. There is my sprawling empire with only 4 cities. Yep. I very specifically picked some AI that wouldn't be doing much this game, and so it has proven. Holy Site, 7 faith, 7 more production per turn, and we can build 1 more. Ooh, that's a lot of death and destruction. Yeah, Kilimanjaro does explode from time to time. That is a little bit of a pain, but don't worry, it'll all fix pretty quick. We don't worry about that too much. Great people is absolutely what I'm all about. Classical Republic, bit of housing, bit of amenity, bit of great people. It's all looking lovely. Urban planning is very good. I want to be able to build builders quicker. Trade route gold, I think, is going to stack up really nicely, but Diplomatic League will go in. Inspiration, 2 scientist points. We'll pop that in for now. I don't mind getting a few more. I haven't got a library or a campus, and that is something that I would like. So yeah, we'll work on that. That's not too bad. I'm going to settle on this tile so that I can put an island city over that. It's very much going to be a case of how many cities can I put on this map. Absolutely, we want to maximize this as much as we can. 1 there, 1 there, all of which sort of sending all of my holy sites and trade routes and all these sort of things up in this direction. So I could actually put a city on that tile as well. Probably should have put Corvée in, actually, thinking about it. Nah, never mind. Most important thing, though, is to start getting the cities out. We're going to, start printing these. And I want Kamasi with all of the routes it can get as well. So let's go 1 trader there. Let's go 1 trader there. We can use our faith to buy in markets, but I think I'm going to want to get the settler purchase in. Let's get 1 settler there, 1 settler here. And can I afford another one? I certainly can. Excellent. Right, that's a really good turn. This is a hilariously complicated setup. It really is. But the main thing is that this city goes in last. If I can do that, I think we can get away with what is a ridiculous setup. But yeah, this is just the Nile. An absolutely crazy high faith, high gold Nile. That's what we're going to go through in this game. Is it over-engineered and too complicated? Yes, it absolutely is. Is Kilimanjaro still exploding and everything that I own and love is going to clearly go and die now? Yes, that too. Look at these Kamasi routes, though. There's another 6 gold and 1 culture. 13 gold on this one. And we can get a Zanzibar route from that city as well. This is a really good trading city. What does an ivory industry do? I've forgotten. Something, hopefully. 30% towards military units in the host city. Okay. If I go on a bit of a city-state pillage, then that could be useful. And another merchant annexing gold and tiles into my territory. Very, very handy for what I'm about to go and do over in this direction. Sorry, scientist points. Corvée. I'm popping Corvée in, and we're going to go Canavasseries to get more gold. Yes, gold. Gold is by far more important for us here. I think I like old god obelisks. I mean, they're worth 4 faith per turn. They're really cheap. A little bit of culture as well. But these things will actually allow me to get my settlers much quicker. So we'll have a look at these. 10 iron? I've had better tribal villages, I'll be honest. Found another city. This one's on the coast. It's looking tasty, but will look even tastier once it's got a holy site. Goes from 0.9 production all the way to a beautiful 7 production. It's okay, it's not the biggest boost, but it feels like a big boost, okay? There's wheel and ironworking boosted because I have my own mine now on a resource anyway. Exciting. Turn 35 on 179 score. It feels very early to work out whether or not I'm doing well at this or not. I don't know. Oh, this could either be an amazing run or like an absolute like head scratcher. One of the two. Maybe if we're lucky, it'll be a bit of both. All of Marley's mines, they all help a huge amount actually. You get a little bit of bonus production instead of you get a little bit of bonus gold, I should say, instead of a production. It's very handy. Another merchant. This one gets me a copy of a luxury and we're on to medieval merchants now. Okay, awesome. Still running these commercial hub investments. I need to get down a harbour, an encampment, a theatre square, and a campus. We need to start diversifying a little bit. And yeah, I could do with finding a luxury I haven't incorporated yet, which actually looks like it could be wine, something over in that direction. Hercules is of no use to me anymore, so I'm going to delete him immediately and pick up the epic. I think I lose a bit of era score from not letting him time out, but I want to get the relic nice and quickly. 400 faith to bring Hercules back. Oh, that competes with my use of faith for settlers there, but I think it's worth just doing that. We'll go quickly 1 and then 2, like so. Chop and chop. Apadana in my capital. Okay, this pretty much releases my capital now to build as many wonders as it can / wants. I get 2 envoys when building something in this city. Gives me a couple of spaces for great works of writing as well, which is very cool. I probably should get the theatre square down in this city soon. Drama, speaking of, drama and poetry, buttress, both boosted. Delightful. Do I want to get a hero? I think I might chop out the heroes, so my capital is just going to continue with things like hanging gardens. We can get the oracle sorted soon as well. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay, an encampment is now being built in that city. Yeah, diversifying our districts a little bit. That's the main thing. I've got to unlock the harbour soon though, and my capital really needs to grow its population up. Do I unlock the I think markets are they more important than settlers or not? Let's have a look at the scale of the routes that we could get. There's quite a few. 2 gold routes. Oh, this is a really nice route actually. Yeah, we can get some big culture from some of these routes. Okay, yeah, I think getting markets is got to be up there in priority now. Okay, that great person's now activated. That means we can be building another district. Hercules is very much needed to speed this sort of stuff up, but if I can get these Sugubas down at very least, that'll help me. Yeah, market done. Trade route built. Hanging gardens growth increased by 15% in all cities. When you are on a population score challenge like we're on, we need as much pop as we can get, and hanging gardens is going to be very, very handy. Plus, another 2 envoys in my capital. I have nowhere to put envoys right now, but it just means when I meet city-states, I'll automatically be friends with them, which is nice. Yeah, look at that. 15 gold per turn on that trade route. Yes. Oh, that's good. That is satisfying and lovely. She's speaking of 1 market there. Yep, guilds is boosted. I know. Another market there. Another tile purchased there, but we should be able to start getting some lovely traders out of this city now as well. Yep, 2 more. Perfect. All of my trade routes are going to go to city-states. That is my entire gig today. Theology time. 31 extra faith per turn, which means that I'm going to get another 31 production per turn. Let's get rid of the builder improvements. We like the gold. We like the wonder building. Oh yeah, this is all really, really nice. And look at these traders as well. Another 6 culture. Oh, per trader. That is a nice combo. Well, this city, there's only one thing I want you to do, and that's encampment trainings. I want as many of these great people as we can get, and Sun Tzu is ready to go. Another luxury. It's time in my capital. Excellent stuff. Magnus, can you move to my extra city down here? Perfect. I think that'll be a really, really nice thing. Why is there a hurricane in this city now? What is going on with that city? It's just been blown to bits at all fronts now. Pingala is going into my capital. I'm going to start to get double great person points from that city. I think that's going to be very handy indeed. Defensive tactics, perfect. Military training is all looking nice for old Ursa here. We need to unlock the industrial zone. Not as a high priority, that one, but it'll still be very handy to pick up. My scouts are doing their absolute best to get every tribal village. There's Himiko, there's Mount Everest, and there's Sinbad. Okay, that's what I was waiting for. I was very much waiting for Sinbad now. Let's quickly pick you up. 5 turns. We can go and discover America, get a huge bunch of gold from doing it. Also, shrine, and then we're going to buy in the temple in this city, which makes Hercules a little cheaper, 325. There you go. Look at that. Hercules is now in play, and we can rush through some more holy sites. Everyone stand on the coast and play the hurricane in the other direction. Oh, nope, nope, nope. That wasn't good. Actually, it didn't really break anything. That's fine. I changed my mind. I'm okay with it now. It's all good. Another merchant, you say? How many turns have I got left in this? Oh, like 10 turns left. I'm getting my first general now. I haven't got a campus going. Oh, these dust storms. They can do one. There's so many of them. Oh, I can barely see. 20 Diplo favor. Very nice. Oh, this scout is getting... There's so much, like, natural disaster on this map. Either that or my units just keep walking directly into danger, which, to be honest, is also quite likely. So that holy site is pants, but it would give me more gold. But I also need a campus. So let's go and do that first. Well, there we go. Get the era score for the beautiful campus, and we'll get the research grants going as well. You need a lot more. There's a lot more stuff that is needed in this direction. Again, I think old god obelisks are definitely the way to go here. Hong Kong. Okay, hopefully this will start a bit of a chain, a beautiful chain of city-states that we can unveil. Oracle is really cool. Recalling heroes costing less faith is amazing, and having great people for less faith is really, really good. This is basically the big cop-out. If I miss the points I need for the great person, I can just use that. That's the aim of the game anyway. Buying markets with gold. Where are my new trade routes now? Oh, I've got one in my capital that I can do as well, which is pretty cool. So the main fun thing about Hong Kong is that it gives you 20% production towards city projects, which is very good because city projects are pretty much the only thing that we are doing that give us any great people points at all. Bandar Brunei, a little bit of extra gold on trade routes, but again, we're doing this basically just to, reveal a large portion of the map. And there's Indonesia, still to leave their island, just as we had hoped. Hello there, honest to meet you. We don't really care for you, but I'll admit that openly right now. We can do a little bit of trading with her, and we can go and find Japan now. Well, I say find Japan. We know exactly where Japan are, but you get what I mean. It has 5 turns on this project at the moment. Oh yeah, there we go. It's taken a turn off the project. That is amazing. Plus pyramids. Grants a free builder. Good. 1 extra improvement on all builders. Now, I need to get the government plaza sorted because every time I put a city down, I'd love it to have my religion and give me a builder. And if we can get feudalism at the same time, those will be 6 charge builders. Excellent. Yes, and Sinbad. Sinbad exists and is a thing now. Awesome. Sinbad's main job is to go and find natural wonders. So I don't know how many of the British wonders are here. I can't see the Cliffs of Dover. I don't know if the Giant's Causeway is there. I don't know if Iceland's here on this map, but that is a barb encampment. So I will go and just nab that quickly for how much gold? 150 gold. Ooh, lovely. Oh, and a harbour is 3 turns. All right. Okay. There's no point rushing that one with Hercules. That's okay. Oh, these trade routes are pretty awesome. Excellent stuff. First general sorted. Look at that. One project just delivered 24 points, and we only needed 30 to get our first general. So there you go. Like, this is how we get the score. Plus, and we're like, don't forget, the great people will serve us nicely when we come to, kill city-states later into the game. We don't need to worry about it just yet, but later. Oh yeah. Construction. Done. A little bit more production towards my wonders. Temple of Artemis is being, pushed through that, which is very, very nice. This city is getting me the commercial hubs. Could get a campus in this city though. That wouldn't be too bad an idea, would it? Or I could do this as the government plaza city. Actually, that suddenly is not a bad idea because we're already onto medieval merchants. We don't need to push that one any further. So yeah, government plaza, that would actually be in range of a holy site and 2 Sugubas. It's pretty cool. Oh, what's a big eruption? I was just thinking about where I wanted to put my settlers down. And actually, if I do end up with like Hicksunk Draconas later in the game, it would be Europe and Asia and places that I would want to go and settle. So do I want to wait for that, or do I want to... I'm like, the debate at the moment is towards whether or not I finish settling on Africa, or if we go and settle on my other cities. I don't really know. It's going to wait actually one more for a settler. I was going to wait for a turn and then do this, but actually we'll just quickly push this city through. Let's get one more settler there. Lovely. Grants a free trader in the city, you say? Well, perfect. I'll take it. One more city. That's a Suez city, by the way. Just saying. I do the meme every now and then. It's actually quite handy. Temple of Artemis in my capital. Another few envoys. Another brilliant space, actually, to make a theatre square, which I'm just about to start doing in this city. Need all the writers I can get hold of. This will be a very nice way of doing it, yes. Great writers are awesome, actually. Get a few more great works. It's kind of where I maybe regret or maybe not regret playing the other Mali. I don't know. I think regret would be a pretty strong word, to be honest with you. There we go. Settlers. Let's do that. Ancestral Hall. And does my capital want to just pop something out quickly? Yeah, let's get a shrine out. Bam. Like that. And then the theatre square. Yep, it's a +6. What about it? Fine. Doesn't even matter. Pingala, grants. There we go. Extra great people in my Oracle city. Very handy. We'll pick up the temple as well. Excess great people points actually turn into extra faith per turn. That's actually quite handy. Lovely little holy site. Bam. Oh, it's so much production. Oh, you gotta love it. There's my second general and my first scientist. Mathematics and a random technology. Sounds good. Castles. I think I already have mathematics. Never mind. Hypatia. Ooh, she'll be amazing. Yes. Oh, my cities are slowly getting there. You're getting there now. Oh, another Sugubas. Just purchasing more markets from these. Very, very fun. Yeah, extra traders. I just got feudalism, actually. We're going to work towards Reformed Church. I like 15% discount on faith purchasing, because that stacks up nicely with monumentality and then Marley's ability. I think settlers become about like 40% of the cost, 35% of the cost, something like that once it all gets added together, which is quite fun. Let's get rid of Corvée quickly and put serfdom in, and therefore, whenever we get a nice builder, they should have 6 charges now, which is just awesome. Theatre square, done. Shipbuilding, done. How many turns we got left? We've still got turns left. It's fine. We'll get that amphitheatre sorted, and I think we should start getting about 6 writer points per turn. My capital, though, is going to focus on theatre square festivals. 1 every turn. You should be able to start rattling through now. 200 gold. We found America. I have 1, 2, 3, and then in a second, 4 settlers all ready and waiting for Ancestral Hall. I really want that one to go through, but there's monarchy. Scripture, good. Serfdom, good. Cannibassaries, it's okay. It's the lesser of the two. Let's go limes, and I think maritime industries would probably be decent. I'm kind of buying all these things, aren't I? Discipline. It's probably for the best. It's probably for the best. We're not going to stick on monarchy for long. Don't worry. It's better stepping stone. Guilds and in Reformed Church. Goodness me, my culture is crazy. Yeah, fair play. Another merchant now. So we've got 1 city working on generals. We've got 1 on admirals, 1 on scientists. Merchants are just happening by themselves, and then 1 on writers. Oh yeah, look at that. 9.2 writer points per turn. That's just from 1 city there. Oh yes, that is something we like to see. And trade route capacity goes up by 1. Trade routes to city-states now give me 2 faith. Oh, that's exactly what I want to see as well. That was turn 50, by the way. So we're halfway through the challenge, and I have 477 score. I feel like we may need more than that if we're going to win this, but let's not overthink it now. Theocracy, we're almost there. My first great writer. Excellent, that's really good. My first admiral and another great general. Perfect. Apprenticeship has just given me a production for my mine improvement, which is pretty cool. So now I do actually get production from my mines. Just about a little bit of production. My trade routes to city-states are amazing now. 15 gold, 4 culture, 2 faith. Excellent. This is letting me race through the tech tree. There's Magnus. We'll give you provision now, as we can now pump settlers out every turn. That's what we're going to try and do. Again, I'm just waiting on 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5th city in a second as well, that we should be able to settle very soon now. Reformed Church, government unlocked. Theocracy, 15% discount on purchases with faith. Yes. Oh, it's what you like to see. Town charters for a lot of extra gold or cannibassaries. Oh, there are some good options here. I want both of them. I'll put town charters in for now. Although, Republican Legacy, is that worth putting in for now? I like to keep all my cities happy. I think that's probably worth it, just because you end up getting more yields of everything, providing everyone's happy. We'll see if that works out. But are we done? Yes. We're now done with our tier building. So now, because I've got the serfdom card in, I can found 1, 2, and then shortly after 3 cities. Now, I was going to settle on this one, but I'm actually waiting on this to build the districts that I need to around the city. So we should probably just wait on that one for a sec. Oh yeah, of course. This is, I thought there was an island. It's Italy. Can't settle there at all. It's going to be one back. Has to be totally disconnected by land, and it wasn't quite, but that's okay. Now I've got Reformed Church. What do I do? Medieval fairs? I guess so. Oh yeah, there we go. So if I just put this into perspective, the settler costs 220 production, 440 gold, but only 150 faith. Oh, settlers are cheap now. Yes. So I need to pump a few out down in Africa to make sure that we've got the full benefit down here. But after that, we'll move north. Another continent, another 200 gold. Just getting ready for the next era. All of my gold, if it can't go into markets, I'm putting it into shrines and temples in cities that I've got my Sugubas in because, yeah, my faith per turn is going up pretty crazy. Oh, there's one of my scouts dead. Goodbye, friend. Goodbye. Scientist, yes. Through library, that's good. A writer, yes. More books. Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. How many turns have we got left? 8 turns. It's okay. What would do better for me? Grandmaster's Chapel, Intelligence Agency, Foreign Ministry. I don't know if any of them would do good. They're all a bit useless, to be absolutely honest with you, because I'm going to kill everyone eventually. I'll go Foreign Ministry because the 3 Diplo favor per turn is something that I can use in the World Congress, and I guess that has a use. But I mean, honestly, we're pulling at very short straws there to try and get some use out of that one. Oh, Petra. Of course, we've got Petra. Yeah, I might as well just build that instead. I need all of these wonders down, by the way. All of them. Every single wonder in the game needs to be built eventually. What do we do with the rest of our governors now? We're kind of in this sort of weird place where we've done everything we need to do. Reina, probably for a crazy adjacency Suguba might be quite handy. This one in Corinna. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Another city. Okay, no, I mean, it's all good. More great people. Look at all of these. We've got another governor. Nice. Then an admiral. Then a general. Okay, so we've actually run out of generals now. Just admirals, scientists, and writers. But the writers are coming along really nicely. I'm just waiting 7 turns. Then I can get myself chorus and turn my 226 faith per turn into something rather silly. It's a lot of yields. A lot of yields. Like everywhere. All yields. People will emerge at my court and they will say, Ursa, what yields? And I will simply look at them dead in the eyes and say, yes. Yes, yields. Oh, Simbad says, hello there. 150 gold, lovely. Indonesia likes the fact that I avoid the small shores. Let me tell you, that's not deliberate. I just haven't met them yet. Another great writer. I think there's 5 great writers in this age, aren't there? So we'll have to keep on picking them up. Actually, we're doing pretty nicely, though. Another city. We are building them quick. I wonder, it's not going to be too long, in theory, before we start running out of Mali names. We're already on our 13th city. It's only on turn 55. It's been pretty effective so far. How do so many people live together in peace? They don't. It's constant blood fights. Every day. Never is there not a blood fight. Wake up in the morning. Blood fight. Himiko. Actually, what I'm going to do is send her over to a city-state that is nowhere near me, because I can get 35 faith per charge, but the problem is she will increase the borders of a city-state, and I don't want to lose too many tiles around my own land, so yeah, you know what, let's bring you over there and just say, go to Hong Kong for me, thank you. Just don't talk to me until you're in Hong Kong, okay? Simple request. Guess who's in Europe? Yeah, he is. Ha ha ha. Ursa's in Europe. He's having such fun. There's another admiral. We're still on classical era ones. There's another writer. Still on classical era. There are some more people we need to do. How many turns have we got left? 4 turns. We've got at least 1 research project, 1 harbour project. Oh, the encampment project's taking a little bit longer. Noted. We'll see if we can rush that one through a little bit. Fun little thing. I'm just going to spend a little bit of gold, I think, on an artist, because that actually gives me humanism, which is relatively amusing. Means I can push to mercantilism, and we're up to civil engineering. I mean, we're on 150 BC. This is a very fast-paced game. Like, fair play. When I map these cities out, it's not because I necessarily think they're going to be the best cities. It's purely because I think it's the most cities I can get down. I think that's going to be the big limiting factor, is just the number of cities. So that's what I'm planning at the moment. That's what we're really aiming to do. Tell you what though, Magnus needs moving. I don't need many settlers down here anymore. We've already got quite a few on the way to various settlements. Art museum. I think so. Look at this, yes. Loads of extra points per turn. We'll get a workshop in that city next turn as well. We can start working on the engineering points. Oh, the last the last stuff has gone down in that city now. Awesome. I can finally build this one. Now, I'm going to move Magnus. I've decided. I'm actually going to move you, to my Italian city. Let's go all the way up there. So I've got education now, which is amazing. I like the sound of that. We'll get engineering quickly, ironworking, but cartography would be really good because then I can actually move my units a little quicker once we get to square rigging. Really want to get my settlers out faster. We're on 58 turns. I feel I'm doing okay. 675 score. It doesn't feel like a glowingly large amount to back up how I'm feeling. Do you know what I mean? This is the problem at the moment. There's a scientist, celestial navigation, mathematics, engineering. Oh, I feel like I've just manually did one of those as well. Never mind. Oh, and another scientist. Literally 2 in one go. Wow. Military engineering, machinery, military tactics. That's way better. Oh, perfect. How many turns have we got left? 2 turns. This admiral and this writer. Let me just have a quick look. If I'm only down to the 1 admiral now, yes, I am. So I don't need to worry about that too much. Writers is a little bit more difficult to say. Actually, no, there are 5 classical era ones, so I don't need to rush any of them. Even if I go to the next stage, they will be waiting for me in that next stage. So that is lovely. We did it. We got all of the classical era great people, which is something. Not entirely sure how we pulled that one off, but I will say that it is a success. Let's get the workshop in. We were already getting 6 engineering points per turn. I think that's going to go up to 8 now. Oh, triangular trade. There are some really, really, really good cards we've got in now. We need to upgrade our government if we can. Another great general. Awesome. Another writer. Excellent. Yeah. Actually, this admiral is so cheap. I'm going to get it next turn anyway. Yeah, I won't. I was going to rush it there, but there's no rush. There is no rush. Really starting to settle down Africa now, though. We are almost at the southern tip. Just trying to vary my districts a little bit. Make sure that I've got a few cities with a few different options. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennis, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Victor McPupster. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!